Hello, everyone. Well, this is Dante here, and welcome to a presentational guide for YouTube. Oh, and it's a thunderstorm, so having a little bit of flash floods, so pardon me on that behalf. Today we'll be looking at my Simplex TrueAlert devices. These two, the particular model of these two is this one is 4903-9426. Conventional 4-wire AV horn strobe with a 75 candela strobe, whereas this one is a 49C MTV WRF conventional multi-tone TrueAlert with a 520 hertz low frequency capability and a multi-candela strobe. This mounting plate is a little bit tricky to remove on this one, and the red cover can be they both can be easily removed with a screwdriver. And I'll pry open the covers for that, and I'll be back. Okay, now that I got the covers removed, let's take a look at the inside of the unit and the mounting plate for the 49 CMTV. You can see there are as you can see, now that I have the cover removed, now that you can see, there are four terminals. Two up here for the horn, and two down here for the horn. There's the body, although it has a little bit of damage on there, but it works perfectly fine. And there's the horn piezo, the Kingstate KPE 182, and then there's the strobe refractor and the strobe tube. You can see there is a sounder that it's basically a speaker, and you can see there's the strobe body, the back, the candela selector. You'll also notice this top switch on the tone selector that's labeled local FACP, and this little red switch that allows you to run the device as free run or SmartSync. Well, the strobe on this one, since it's 4-wire, but the whole device on this one would operate either as a free run or SmartSync because it's 2-wire. So, my fire alarm friends and other collectors, especially for the beginner collectors, if you're looking to purchase a Simplex TrueAlert, these two are the particular TrueAlerts you must buy if you want to run a TrueAlert conventionally, such as running on a pair of batteries or a 24-volt DC power supply. That way, you have the ability to run a TrueAlert without any issues or handicaps. However, there are some models that require an external device in order to operate correctly, such as this one. This TrueAlert that I got today is the model number 4903-9428. This TrueAlert is a SmartSync TrueAlert, which means it actually requires specific electronics in order to operate correctly. Let me pry open the cover and I will show you. Now that I have the cover removed, let's take a look at the inside of this unit. As you can see, there are two terminals right here for the strobe and the horn. There are no extra terminals up here. These two terminals run the horn and the strobe together. However, a pair of batteries or a conventional 24-volt DC power supply will not run this unit unless you have a Simplex 4905-9938 SCM, which stands for Sync Control Module. That's the only way you'll be able to power up this unit. Or if you have a Simplex control panel that runs SmartSync devices such as the 4010, the 4006, 4008, the 4007 ES hybrid version, upon many others that have that feature. So, I would only recommend these SmartSync units if you have an SCM or a Simplex panel that controls SmartSync. So, for the beginner collectors that are looking to purchase a TrueAlert, my number one recommendation will always be the conventional 4-wire models or the conventional multi-tone models, which are the 4903, 9425, the 9426, the 9427, the 9431, the 9432, and the 9433 and the 49 CMTV WRF, WRFBA, WWF, and WWFBA, as well as the one appliance only versions. These units, which are the 4906, no, 4903 9417, the 9418, the 9419, the 9428, the 9429, and the 9430, and the 4906 9127, 9128, 9129, 9130, 9131, 9132, 9133, 9134, 9135, 9136, 9137, 9138, 9139, 9140, 9142, 9143. These units I would only recommend if you have an SCM or a Simplex panel that operates SmartSync. However, there are some TrueAlert devices, or at least many TrueAlert devices, that state that they are addressable. I would definitely never recommend any of those units because they will not work unless you have a compatible Simplex control equipment that runs those devices depending on what protocol they run on. I unfortunately do not have any, although despite me having really terrible experience, well, not terrible, I still, because what I mean by that, since I actually own addressable TrueAlerts myself, just for the fun of it, I cannot run those units. And although I do have a Simplex 4009 IDNAC repeater, it ain't going to cut it because that requires an IDNAC communication. And I have my 4903 9459 addressable TrueAlert only runs TrueNAC, so you got to be aware of what devices you're getting. So I hope you enjoyed this fire alarm guide, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.